Hallo Leute, willkommen zurück in einer weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. Wir hatten hier letztens aufgehört. Müssen noch mal kurz die Quest freischalten. Hier. Weil wir müssen wieder zu unseren Kollegen da, wo alles begonnen hat. Da ist er auch schon. Gehen wir mal dorthin. So, da sind wir auch schon. Ah, dieser Dungeon jedes Mal. Was ist da? Egal. Ignorieren wir jetzt einfach mal Leute und gehen mal direkt zu ihnen hin. Zu unserem Freund. Und zack. Mehr Schaden kassiert.
I swear I'll reclaim my lost fortune. Finally, you're back. This morning the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this core lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Nice. Geilo, Leute. Haben wir geschafft. Ja, war eine interessante Geschichte. Ja. Dann würde ich glatt sagen, machen wir jetzt die nächste. Das kommt ja am Ende hier. Das ist einer der Weltenaufträge, schon einer der legendären Aufträge hier. Schließe bitte zunächst deinen vorausgehenden Auftrag ab. Ja. Jean, Leute. Die nächste Auftrag ist mit Jean. Das ist ja das, wir haben gesehen haben. Zurück zum Auftragsmenü, um die Auftragsdetails einzusehen. Da ist Klee mit dabei. Aber wie gesagt, das machen wir erst am Ende. Erstmal machen wir das jetzt weiter. Let's go. Rock'n'Roll. Nice. So. Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Da. Würde ich glatt sagen, nehmen wir den Weg. Geht, glaube ich, schneller. Geht, glaube ich, deutlich schneller. So, dann wollen wir mal. Ja, die Stadt immer wieder schön, Leute, ne? Sprich mit den Bankangestellten. Ach, da oben. Wo wir den Grafen immer getroffen haben. Die Geschichte mit den Grafen geht ja jetzt auch wieder weiter, Leute. Da hatten wir auch schon einigermaßen was von ihnen mitbekommen. Also ich weiß nicht so genau. Momentan kann man den echt ein bisschen vertrauen, aber ich bin mir auch noch ein bisschen unsicher, wenn ich ehrlich bin. Aber bevor wir weitermachen, Leute, ganz kurz. Hier, warte mal. Und zwar können wir unsere Charaktere ja wieder ein bisschen hochleveln. Zack. Ist leider nur ein Level jetzt. Ja, da müssen wir leider noch ein bisschen mal davon sparen. Wir haben echt davon nichts mehr, ey. Das ist echt komisch. Wir haben es ja geschafft, unsere Charaktere auf Level 70 zu leveln. Hier zum Beispiel schon etwas höher. Zum Beispiel 61 erst. Da müssen wir echt noch ein bisschen uns ranhalten. Aber ich würde sagen, legen wir mal los. Sprich mit den Bankangestellten. Das ist also die Bank des Nordens, okay? Schick. Vor allem ist es interessant, Leute, wie groß das hier ist. Und außen sah das gar nicht so groß aus, ne? Holy shit.
Welcome, friend of child. And congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
Ich bin kein Freund des Grafen. Ich habe nicht vor, dem Fatui beizutreten.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. Don't talk to Paimon like that! Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Neuer Abschnitt. Suche nach den Grafen. Okay. Ja, Leute, ich bin gespannt. Ich bin jetzt wirklich gespannt, ey. Halleluja. Vor allem das mit den Grafen ist ja die Story, wo es ja um den Gott geht. Das ist ja jetzt wirklich die... Also, jetzt geht's ja richtig weiter. Oh, ich habe mich gerade gewundert, wo ist unsere Masho? So, müssen wir auf jeden Fall hier runter. Hoppla, da runter wollte ich jetzt nicht. Aber da runter war ich. Und da ist er auch schon, Leute, der Graf. Einer der 11 von den Fatuis. Hello there. Und der ist wirklich groß. Ein bisschen größer als wir, ja.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
Well, if you really think about it, we don't have any other choice.
Indeed, no amount of consideration can change this outcome. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Ja, Leute, der Graf ist auf jeden Fall, hilft uns die ganze Zeit, aber irgendwie, ich weiß nicht, ey, das ist ein Fatui, Alter, das ist doch so schön wahr zu sein, als wäre er echt zum Verbündeter. Aber Leute, Zhongli, oh mein Gott, wir wissen ja, wer das ist. Da haben wir uns ja von Adrian extrem spoilern lassen, dass wir den jetzt schon begegnen, hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Natürlich weiß es unsere Masho noch nicht, aber ja, das wird auf jeden Fall jetzt richtig interessant. Boah, so, und zwar richtig, Leute. Und da ist er schon. Zhongli.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Alles klar, Halleluja. Ja, Leute, das ist, jetzt wird's richtig interessant, bin ich der Meinung. Also, Halleluja, ich bin echt gespannt, was uns das alles so erwartet. Geh und kauf Nachjade. Okay. Wir sollen was kaufen. Jetzt wird's auf jeden Fall richtig interessant. Also, ich denke mal, es wird bald echt was richtig Geiles passieren. Hallo there.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated!
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control. We cannot take such a risk.
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Eieieiei. Alter, das war ja... Holy. Ja, Leute, das war ja echt gerade ein bisschen schräg, ey. Wir haben ja komplett nur gequatscht, Alter. Wir haben nichts anderes gemacht. Holy shit. Wo müssen wir jetzt eigentlich überhaupt? Mondstadt wieder. Alles klar. Jo, Leute, aber fürs Erste mache ich jetzt mal für heute Schluss. Es ist diesmal ein bisschen früher. Tut mir echt leid. Aber ich hoffe, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge, ne? Ja, Leute, diesmal ist es leider ein bisschen kürzer geworden. Ja. Aber wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge ja wieder, ne? Haut da rein, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.